in here.
So
Jeez.
take off all your clothes.
I've already done that. It's still hot. Okay.
Where's the video when you need it?
Okay, are we ready?
Mostly.
Let's get this show on the road.
Energy up, people.
I'm trying. It's hard. I mean, it's difficult.
That's what she said.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah, wait a minute. Sorry, wrong button.
Yeah, I have none, so I'm not even about to fake none.
No, I'm trying to fake the fuck.
All right.
All right.
Teamwork.
Dream work.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go.
Welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us make every attempt to talk about at least 3 topics each week. For those of you who have for those of you who have just found us, welcome. We are so glad you're here. If you are back for more of this, you are the real MVP, and welcome back.
Appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
The sultry I cannot talk, y'all. The sultry voice that you just heard and will hear, I know, right? And we'll hear again is our point person and optimistic realist. We like to call her Star.
It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you.
Without a strong rhyme to step to. Right. And the dulcet baritone you're about to hear is our man in the middle, our voice of reason. We call that man Magic.
Looking for the good stuff? Why don't you tighten up on your backstroke?
And bringing up the rear, as always, I identify as the pragmatic contrarian of our group, and they call me Storm. So Magic held it down last week because, the two of us have been away.
Abandoned me.
I've been away. I was on vacation, and people who I called friends and I grew up with kidnapped me and forced me to, I don't know, hang out, social. Have fun, talk to people. Yeah, be social. And so,
baby.
I know.
The vandal.
It was torture.
There's lots of pictures of her on Facebook, too.
I'm sorry.
Go look. There's lots of pictures of you on Facebook now.
Of me? There's pictures. There was always pictures of me on Facebook. What are you talking about?
Recent ones.
Oh, I don't know why they... Oh, well, I guess they posted them because I post to Instagram, but I think my Instagram posts, for some reason, are also posting on Facebook now. It's weird. But I also don't care because, Anyway.
Illuminati.
It's a conspiracy.
Yep.
Star?
Yeah.
you got anything to say about it?
About what? The past couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Well, they suck.
Okay. Sufficient.
Or they have been... How they say it nowadays, and I hate that phrase, or I hate when people do say stuff like "life's been lifing," but
I haven't heard that one.
I've heard that one, but sometimes that's what it is. I hate it when people say the math ain't mathin', like that irritates me.
Oh, that's my shit.
But life be life. Yeah, but life be lifing. That makes sense.
Okay, I give you a math ain't mathin'. One of my homegirls whose really petite. She's a good looking chick or whatever, but she's really petite. And she was explaining how she went to this store and got fitted for a bra. And before she thought she was a 34C, but as it turns out, she's a 32 double D. And I'm like, ma'am, first you have double D nothings. And she's like, no, double D in a 32 is different than in a 38. I'm like, I'm fully aware of that, but you couldn't have thought before your narrow ass fit in a 34 anything and went to, yeah, the math don't be mathing sometimes.
Okay, I'm going to defend homegirl because bra math is complicated
It's not.
Bra
It's
for a
math
really
lot of
is
simple.
reasons.
The
complicated.
number is
I
how far
went.
you are around, and the letters is the size of the titties.
You would think that, right? But it also varies depending on which brand of bra you buy. Like, depending on where it comes from, because like a 32D in America is different than a 32D from, like, let's say, the UK. The sizings are different. So you
Could
kind
be.
of, I'm gonna defend old girl. What
I'm
say
gonna
you,
send you a
Star?
picture of her with clothes on.
And and it's just dependent on like I went to this very popular bra shop here. It's called Tia Maria. They've been around
Yep,
forever. And
been
I got
there.
measured. And this broad measured me and told me that I was a 40G. There is no
Lord have
way
mercy.
in hell I am a 40G.
Okay.
Just none. None. No way. And I mean, this was a while ago. Like, I'm not a 40 anything at this point. I'm more like a 42 or 44. However, a G? Like, what the fuck? I couldn't even believe it. I was like, okay. And I think at the time when I got measured, I was like wearing 38 double D.
Mm,
And she told me I was a 40G. Um,
okay.
but then I turned around and got measured again because I just couldn't believe she was trying to sell me this like $38 bra. And
Dun,
for the
dun,
That's it.
time, what? No,
Oh.
no. For the time, that just was ridiculous. Like,
Mm.
I was like in my 20s, and
Even in my
so
20s, I couldn't pay $38 for a bra. But continue.
yeah, so I had went to Lloyd Taylor, and she was like, "No, you're not off that off. You're not G." She was like, "I can see maybe where yeah, she was like, you're not a G." I think she did send me up one A B C D E. I think she did say you might do better with like an E. Um but you're fine, basically. She was like, you're fine. You're getting proper coverage. You don't have any side boob or whatever, no top boob. She was like, you're getting proper coverage. So,
Okay. Well, I
For
will
these
say
people to get
this.
paid to
Uh,
measure titties and lie.
okay. I will say this. For a long time, I was in a. What was I in? I well, I'm not gonna tell y'all what I was in. Um.
Lord.
Okay. For the longest time, I was in a 42G,
Jesus.
but
okay.
I was getting substantial digging on my straps. And so I went to the aforementioned bra shop and got measured. I think it was that one. It might have been a different one. Got measured, and she told me no. First of all, you're getting a back size that's too big. So she shrunk me down to a 40 and increased my cup size. I won't say to what, but I will say this about that. Although I felt like the 42Gs were fitting me coverage wise, the new bra size actually fits me better because I don't get the digging into my shoulders,
Yeah, I don't
and
get digging.
I still get the coverage. So yeah, like I said, bra math is complicated.
Yeah, I don't get digging.
Sometimes it don't be mathing. Once again, we should be on YouTube eventually. Get some guy listeners in this motherfucker.
Anyway, but yeah. So anyway, life's been lifing for Star, and I've been kidnapped and forced to be social, and that's where we were. And
And I
Magic
was
held it
working.
down. So,
And she enjoyed herself. Don't even.
oh, I didn't say I didn't. I'm just saying I was forced into it, which
Mm.
So
Lord
now
of
I'm trying to get
mercy.
back into the. So now I'm trying to get back into the swing of being a hermit, which is my happy place.
La, 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 la. Oh, church news, whatever it's called. If you have comments about this podcast, stop sending them to me. Leave it on the fucking podcast. I don't know if y'all had that same problem.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did start
Wait a
turning
minute. You're
comments
saying
on
what?
last week. What'd you say?
What are they doing to you?
Writing me with messages and comments about the podcast. Like, put that shit on the podcast page. What the fuck are you
We
coming to
just
me
like
for?
you. You're popular. Nobody's doing that
Right.
to me.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
I get a couple, but probably not nearly as many as you get. Because I mean, to be
I try to
fair,
keep the
people
hoes
listen to this.
enthusiastic.
I'm like,
Mm-mm.
people listen to this for you. They give a
Mm-hmm.
damn about me.
Yeah,
Or
there's
me.
some crazy exes that are like, find out what this motherfucker's doing now. But other than that, I think the
Okay.
demographic is women's y'all age.
Yeah, and they come here for you. That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We need some
If it helps,
menses.
I've been working out for a month and I'm recording in a hot ass room with no shirt on. There you go, ladies.
Oh, where's YouTube? Where's the video? We don't
Uh,
believe it until we have proof.
right, right. Visual proof, or it
Personal
didn't
video could
happen.
have been turned on and somebody turned it off at the beginning of this recording.
Oh.
Oh well, I'll know better next week. How about that?
He won't be shirtless next week.
Well, he's probably not shirtless this week. So anyway,
I literally am. I have on Captain America pajama pants and drawers and a necklace. That's it.
oh well, I'm shirtless because it's hot, not because I've been working
Yeah.
out or any such madness. So
And I'm just flat
okay.
out
I'm
naked
trying to
because
get
I
it
hate
together.
clothes.
Well, I mean, I'm naked too, but shirtless. I have like a sheet on the bottom half because I always have some form of cover on me when I'm in the house. I don't know
Oh.
why
Don't want
that
to stick to
is,
the
even when
chair.
it's hot. Well, I'm not sitting in a chair, but okay, sure.
One of
But
them bouncy
anyway,
ball things.
No, she's probably laying in the bed
well, I'm not laying, but I am sitting in
or
the
sitting
bed,
up in the bed
yeah, yeah, cross-legged,
right over the left.
cross-legged as usual.
I was thinking the same
Yep.
damn thing.
What?
Cross-legged, right over left.
Oh, well,
Heed the words of the
definitely.
brother.
uh,
All right, I'm
the
waking
80s
up a
were good.
little bit.
The 90s were a great time.
Hmm. Ladies were fun too.
Well, the 80s were fun too, yes. But,
Yeah, I can
Magic
skip
probably
them.
barely remembers them because he was a baby.
How young do you think I am?
I don't know. How young are you?
It was discussed last week, but people don't be
I
listening.
know. I know. You're 49.
Eh.
You're not Slim and Black.
Yes, he is.
I'm not
He very
49 for
much is.
starters. The fuck?
Oh, well, how old are you? 48?
Uh, yes. See how much
Okay.
attention these broads pay. Going back to light skinned
Well,
chicks.
hell. We ain't fucking. I don't need to know your age.
Look, and you ought to be lucky I even remember your damn name. I'm terrible at names, birth dates and ages. Like
Lord.
I am bad.
I
Always
mean, I'm
have
great at
been.
Yet y'all find it
I'm
amazed that I'm in the friend zone. Clearly, I'm the most forgettable motherfucker on earth.
It ain't just about you
well,
being
you're right.
forgettable.
It ain't about
It
you.
ain't about you at all.
I know. I'm reminded daily.
Oh,
Mm.
brother. It was
So,
so crazy. I worked at this place. I worked at this hotel. Um, for the first 3 years that it opened, and I had this team that I regularly worked with, and there was like 12 of us. And my friend who knows how bad I am about the names, he was like, "I'll give you $50 right now." He was like, after 3 years, and we were all the same 12 people that started were there when I left. So he was like, I could give you $50 if you can name six of the team. I was like, I guess I'll be out of $50.
I
Cause
guess so.
Lied.
I'm
I
not bad with names, but one thing about me is that I'm gonna call you what I think your name should be, which is terrible. It's
A
terrible.
little
I
bit.
know, but I
Very
tend to give
American.
I tend to I tend to give people nicknames, and that's just what I call them.
yeah, I
And
just don't remember people's names.
yeah, I mean, I
Won't forget your face. Probably won't forget your face forever. But and it's crazy because like I remember last names, but people's first names, like I remember people's last names from middle school and high school. And I think that's probably because of roll call every day.
oh no, I don't be
Um
remembering last names at all.
yeah, I remember those. But
Now, I tell you what I don't forget. I don't forget faces. Like I'll be looking at people and I'm like, I know that motherfucker from somewhere. Have no idea where it is, but I know you.
yeah,
But yeah,
I'm bad. People I had this lady was like, that is so disrespectful. I'm like, I don't know what it is, shit.
yeah. No, I'm good for a nickname. I used to know this guy. His name was Eric. Shout out to B More. And I had all of his friends by the end, and everybody I knew called him Trick because,
Trick.
yeah, because I used to call him Trick because it's a long story, but I used to call him Trick. And so all his friends started calling him Trick. And he hated the name at first, and then it grew on him, which is usually what happens with nicknames I give people. They hate them at first, and then people start calling them by it, and then it grows on them. So
Yeah, me and you would fight.
I
Like,
would
you're not
never.
gonna just fucking call me whatever you want.
Well, no, I called it. Well, there was a reason I called him Trick. It wasn't
I get it.
just a. No, it wasn't because of that either. No, it was just
Mm-hmm.
a. No, it
Mm,
wasn't.
Nigga
No,
do
no, no, no.
magic.
No, matter of fact, I hooked him up with a friend of mine. No, there was nothing like that between us. We were just friends. But yeah,
yeah.
it was a long story involving a bowling alley. But moving along. So
Yeah.
shout out to the bowling alley on Fort Bliss. But anyway, um,
Lord, where it all
while I
goes
was
down.
away, what?
A lot of things came out of that bowling alley.
I will say so. Yes, I can tell you stories about that particular bowling alley. Anyway, good times. Anyway, uh, so while I was away, there seemed to the interwebs, the Twitters, if you will, seemed to be a buzz about. I guess the topic of conversation was Keke Palmer, more specifically, her baby daddy. Did any of
Lord,
y'all
Lord,
pick up
Lord.
on that ridiculousness?
Yeah. Yeah.
I slightly touched it last week. Respect men's feelings.
No.
Awkward silence. Exactly.
Okay. 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 No. Because
Wait, though. Wait. Respect men's feelings. Go a little deeper. Come on.
right. Because
Because
well, my
if the
point was go.
opposite thing happened and a woman posted, he shouldn't be doing that, it would be a whole different reaction. The only thing I
No.
see
No.
that
No.
he
No.
did
No. No. No.
wrong was he put the shit on Twitter.
That's my point. Because none of that shit that he said were his feelings, were his actual feelings. I mean, and that was
I
very
think he
clear.
was just striking back in that what she did was so public that he decided to respond publicly, but that's corny.
Okay, except for the fact that if he really objected to her wearing such things publicly, then why was he all over social media posting that shit before that night?
Because
He was forever
he
No,
felt like Usher
stop
was
it.
competition, which I might remind people the
That is my
Boondocks predicted
point.
way more than the Simpsons, but yeah,
That is
ego
my
was hurt
point.
because
That is my point. So what he said were his feelings were not his feelings. What his feelings were
you're
he
a
thought Usher
scientist
was
with new
moving it.
information, things change.
Okay, here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. It's Usher we're talking about, first of all. Clearly that was for show. Usher has a type and it ain't Keke Palmer. Let me just say this. Like, I have a better shot with Usher than she does. Usher likes a more seasoned woman, shall we say. That has been proven,
Oh
right?
Lord,
I mean,
it
am I wrong?
has. Way to toot
Okay.
your own horn, but you're right.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, he ain't shopping in that supermarket. He's shopping in this supermarket. Is what I'm saying. Like friends of mine would be his target. His dating pool, not Keke Palmer. So I don't even know why he was tripping. And then to just throw it out there on
Ego.
social media, like he throw it out there on social media and then allow other men to start attacking her under the guise of, yeah, it's about what she's wearing. And then he's co-signing that bullshit. Yeah, he was all sorts of wrong. And I mean, is he allowed to have his feelings? He sure is.
Just not publicly.
But well, I'm just saying, if he wants to have them publicly, then he can't delete his Twitter when that shit backfires on him because other people have public feelings just as well as he does, right?
I
Yeah.
get that too, but let's be honest. If we go back through our own damn Twitter, there's some goofy shit we said or posted in moments that we really don't feel that way now.
Well, sure. But my point is, if you're going to post shit publicly, don't be surprised
When it
when
blow up in
the
your face.
backlash is equally as public. Like, like
Yeah, I
that's
don't know what he
just
expected, but he's in his feelings at the moment. Shit
that's my
happens.
point. Like, what the fuck did he expect? He expected to just say what he wanted to say. Let these thirsty dudes attack her in any way that was possible. He co-signed on it, and everybody else just shut the fuck up and let it happen. No,
Let's be clear. I don't think he thought that out all too long.
clearly,
So
clearly.
here's my thing, right? You are with a celebrity. You are with a fucking celebrity.
Right.
Okay. Um, Not that it should just be any kind of free for all or you do whatever you do, but especially nowadays, it has always been that celebrities do stuff for attention. Okay.
Right.
And
Yeah, she did a lot of
so
promotion after it.
she had to know when she stepped out the house, just like I believe any woman who is not even a celebrity would know that they were going to get a lot of attention with that outfit. She knows
Oh,
exactly who
absolutely.
she is. She knows
Right.
exactly who she is. Okay. And so, in that, I think that was just more about her being young, wanting some attention, wanting to be cute, whatever, whatever. And again, you're with a fucking celebrity. Your skin cannot be that thin when you're dating someone that's in the public eye. You just,
Hear that, Jonah Hill?
you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it.
And that's my point. Like, against all odds, she chose you, bruh. Right? She chose you, and you out here about to ruin all of that with insecurity. Like,
Yeah, you.
That
and
is
and
the
not
magic
just
word.
and not just any insecurity, public ass insecurity over Usher.
Yeah.
Usher. I'm like,
And that's a whole nother thing. I mean, how many people, like, how many times have celebrities done something with somebody in the audience, rather they be celebrity or just regular everyday, that looked
right.
risque on stage and it was just for show? And then there was, I mean, come on, man. It's
That's what I'm
like,
saying. That's what
Usher an
Usher
asshole for doing
does.
that though. Yeah, that's
No,
his
he's an
thing.
asshole for doing what though?
because that's his show. That is what he
Putting
What
does.
did he
motherfuckers in an
do?
awkward position.
He didn't put nobody in no
In no
awkward
awkward
position.
position. And
Clearly,
listen,
he
the
did. If the
person,
dude is at home tweeting, "Yo, babe, what the
You
fuck are you
think he
doing?"
thinking about some dude
I
at
was
home? He's
just
thinking
No,
going
I
about.
to
don't think he's
say,
thinking about. No, I think Usher's being an asshole on purpose. I'm not gonna
I
hide that
don't
in the
think he
least
was.
bit.
I think he would.
That's not the first
Usher
chick he
has
did
a
that to.
show.
He has a thing for pulling chicks aside that are with their man at the show.
That is my point.
That's
Like,
being an asshole.
no, it's not. It's a show.
it's a
It's a
show.
It
fucking
is a show, and I
show.
give it to him. It fucking works, but you're not
Listen,
fucking slick. It's come on, son.
listen,
That
listen,
motherfucker
listen.
ain't that dense.
If
He
Janet
knows he's
Jackson
fucking
pulls
with
my man,
people.
if Janet Jackson pulls my man on stage and starts grinding on him,
It's gonna be a
when,
good night.
exactly when he comes back, I'm gonna dap his ass up. Like, yeah, because
It's gonna be
because
a good night.
thank you. Because what an
As I
experience. You
said
know
last
why?
week, take that sexual energy and take it home. But no, Usher ain't slick. He know what the fuck he doing.
Well,
He feeding his
I'm gonna
own
say
ego
this.
with that bullshit.
I'm gonna say this. If and listen, I'm not trying to say one marriage is more important than the other. Okay. But
Okay.
he's up there entertaining, doing his thing. Keke Palmer
Mhm.
showing him some love. And he showed her his form of showing her love back, right? Now, had that been Beyonce, who, when you think of Beyonce, most people pretty much think of Jay-Z as well because they're so, I mean, they're both just so out there. Like, Beyonce is married, who she's married to, right? I don't think he would have done that to her per se. And it's not just
Exactly,
because
because
of
he
who
knows what
Bay
the fuck he's
is.
doing.
Well, it's
Well,
not
no,
just
because
because of who Bay is. It
no.
wouldn't even, like, with Keke Palmer. Like, let me say this. I didn't even freaking know, and I'm sure Usher knew, so I'm not trying to say that. But I didn't even know Keke Palmer was married up until this whole thing. I did not.
She's not.
She's not married.
That-
Oh,
They're not
That's just her
married.
oh,
baby daddy.
Yeah, that's
I
her
thought
baby
you said that
daddy.
was her husband.
No, that's her
Nah.
baby daddy.
Oh, you know what then? What are we talking about? Get the fuck out of here and go sit down somewhere. Like, get the fuck out. Like, again, yeah, whatever. You single till you married. Like, that's always been my whole thing. So, like,
Mine too.
like, what are we talking about? I thought she was married. I didn't even know who she was with or which she was with anybody. Usher didn't do nothing
No,
wrong.
they've
So
been
what? She was
public about
somebody.
their
It's like, okay,
relationship
it
for a
ain't like
minute, but
he stroked her down or did a Janet Jackson on her or nothing like that.
And
Like, come on.
and that's my point. Like all he did was perform the way he always performs.
Perform. He didn't do
And
nothing
and
different. Yeah,
and
I don't blame him for that. Whatever.
and I presume when old girl left the house, the old boy knew that she was going to
To
an
the
event
Usher
with
concert.
Usher.
And more than
So,
likely gonna either be backstage or because of who she like,
but
come on.
yeah, I think that he saw, Usher, being all close to her and her responding. Yeah, I saw you disappeared for a second. And her responding that he started feeling some type of way. That's what it was. And in that moment, he decided he was going to air his dirty laundry and all his insecurities on the Twitter. And like Magic said, he didn't really think that through because the backlash was swift and severe. And he ended up having to disable his Twitter account.
Yeah, go sit down somewhere. You can't be that thin skinned when you with somebody that's in the public eye. Like I've never reached the status of a Keke Palmer or hell, Kiki Wyatt, anybody. I've never reached that status. But at one point, like I was a little known locally out here in these streets. And I remember dating this one guy and he was just like, I'm really uncomfortable with the amount of attention that you get. And I'm like, next exit stage left because
And that's what I'm
like
saying. Yeah.
like
That is a quick way to get yourself uh taken out of your current relationship
right.
is the bullshit that he pulled.
Yeah. No. Toughen up, my man. Next
Right.
topic. What are we
I,
talking
I,
about? Like,
I mean
really? Like,
also
you ain't even
I mean
married.
also she's clearly the breadwinner in that relationship. You might want to let her be out here making her bread. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up about it.
Right. Toughen up, homeboy. This business,
Yep.
that business, or that business. I ain't gonna say this business. That business ain't for the weak. I am short
I
of
know
breath.
that's right. Okay. So, have y'all seen the the I was gonna say shenanigans because I don't know how else to describe it. That's going on with Miss Shirley Strawberry.
Nope, didn't even know
I
who she was
glanced
before
at
today.
it. It seemed less about her than about her choice in men.
You've been drinking Star.
No, I need a drink.
Uh,
Come on down.
but
Some
yeah,
tequila.
So Shirley Strawberry, famous for the strawberry letter on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Um, she's Steve's co-host, and she gives relationship advice to those who write in through the Strawberry letter.
Good host.
Yeah, I mean, a radio veteran. I mean, she's been on radio for a long time. She does her thing. Um, but apparently her husband, what is his name? Ernesto something? Watkins, I think. I
I
should
know it's
probably look
Ernesto.
that
I
up.
forgot the last name.
Um,
Which is a thing in itself.
yeah.
Once you become famous, can you find a reasonable spouse? Who knows? But
Okay,
go ahead.
well, here's the thing. Like she was single for a long, long time. I mean, for a good long time. And I have to
Smart woman.
assume and I have to assume that dudes were, shooting their shot with her, but she stayed single for a long time. So this is Steve Harvey's fault, I'm told, because Steve Harvey is the one who introduced her to this Ernesto Williams, and vouched for him despite his extensive, I say, criminal record, criminal background. So,
What kind of criminal background, real quick?
He's I want to call him a con artist.
Okay.
I mean he's a scammer. He's a scammer is what he is. And
Got the Wendy Williams husband.
Well, worse than that. I mean, Wendy Williams' husband was just, he's a user and, clearly, well, we talked about that situation. But he didn't have a criminal record and he wasn't, into a whole bunch of stuff before she met him. Now, in her defense, maybe she thought he had put that life behind him. And, her friend who, for some reason people think is wise and knowledgeable about relationships himself.
They call him like the love guru or some goofy shit.
Right, or something like that. Like, I've never understood that. But okay.
This is what, third marriage?
I want to say it's either his second or his third. I don't know.
No, I know it's third or fourth. I can't remember, but I think it's third.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, so she married this dude in 2015. In spite of all that, and he seemed to have gotten himself together. He started a chain of, barbershops, I guess, is the best way to put it. And he seemed to be doing well for himself or whatever. I don't know. Come to find out, and this is, if you read and it's online, so, I don't have to tell y'all all this, but it is online, his affidavit for his arrest. And we'll talk about all the things that he's charged with later. But anyway, how he got found out, he has this friend, and I don't know why I keep using air quotes. I don't know why I keep using air quotes, because y'all can't see me. But anyway, he had this friend. He had this friend that Shirley Strawberry knew as his friend and business associate, who was renting the house next door. Turned out to be his mistress. I don't want to call her a right. Don't want to call her a side chick because I think he knew her first. But but anyway, him and this chick apparently go around scamming people together. Now, here's the thing. And here's why I'm like, he's not even that smart. Because here's how they got on to him. They were renting the house next door for this chick. And they just decided they weren't going to pay no rent. So, you know what I'm saying? Shit. So, of course, that's going to invite some scrutiny, right? And that's when they started looking at all the, like everything. And they found out that they're scamming people like left and right.
So the thing now is to have the person you're with and then just go game the fuck out of somebody that's rich, but keep your relationship beforehand going. It's not a bad deal.
Or in the case of Wendy Williams' husband, the relationship that you got afterwards.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about her. She had her
No,
man
I get.
before the fact, went and gamed him for everything, and still kept the original dude.
I
It's not a
mean,
bad hustle.
I,
Till somebody
I
decides to
guess.
shoot, but whatever.
Well,
Calculate risks and
but
rewards.
yeah. So that's the thing with him. Now the things that he has been charged with, and he just got arrested like last week. All these charges had started coming out, a while ago, but they just arrested him. I want to say last week. Um, One of the things that it says that he's charged with, for whatever reason, is I'm trying to find the document so I can say exactly
I
what
was
it
just
is.
getting ready to say, what are you going through?
But some of his charges include rape, aggravated sexual
Wiggity
battery,
wow.
Jesus.
aggravated sodomy, sexual battery, and trafficking a person for sexual servitude. Now, word on the street, I'm always going to tell you about word on the street because I have not been able to verify this, but word on the street is that some of the people that he's accused of assaulting are Shirley's daughter
God
and
damn.
her children. So Shirley's
What?
grandchildren as well. Yeah. That's what word on the street is. I have not been able to verify this. So that's scuttlebutt
This
to
is
me at the
recent
moment.
accusations or like,
Recent accusations.
That shit you
jeez.
got to work up to. It can't all have happened lately. Also, on
So,
topic but
okay.
off topic, the Larry Nasir, whatever his name is, got stabbed up in jail. Good for you. Hero of the
Who, the
week.
one that
Oh,
killed that baby?
No,
no,
the
the
one
one
that
that
was
molested all those
sexually assaulting
gymnasts.
all the gymnasts
Yeah,
from Storm's alma mater.
from my alma mater, correct.
You talking about
And,
Nader? What was his name?
for,
It was
for everybody,
Nasser or something like that.
Nasser, yeah,
Nah, sir.
yeah. And
Good.
for everybody
Oh,
that's
fucking put no
concerned, when
respect
I
on
was
your name. Should have killed that nigga.
right, when I was doing gymnastics at Michigan State, he was not there. So, because people keep asking me, and I'm like, no, like, I'm old. He wasn't there. But
Hopefully
so
they stabbed him in the Duke shoot.
right. But anyway, so he was arrested in May of 2022. Um, because he was a felon in possession of a machine gun. He had a Glock handgun equipped
Jesus.
with a switch and a silencer. Like, why do you need that? Right?
To kill people.
He was in a stolen vehicle. They followed him to an apartment complex where he was taken into custody. And then he was also found to be in possession of marijuana. So in December 2022, he was arrested on fraud and child pornography charges after police found 4 indecent photos of an underage child on his computer.
Lord.
He was also charged with operating a credit repair scam along with his girlfriend. Her name is Erica, and that just kills me.
Why does that kill you, Storm?
Leave it alone.
I don't know. She allegedly pretended to be his attorney, right?
Jesus.
So on June 6th, he actually pled guilty to being a felon in possession of a weapon, and he got sentenced to 23 months in prison. Last Friday, they hit him with 5 new charges, which included the rape, the aggravated sexual battery, aggravated sodomy, sexual battery, and trafficking a person for sexual servitude. So, I mean, dude.
What in the R. Kelly?
I'm saying. Now, Now, if you go online, like some of the court proceedings are online, but they refer to Shirley like, you know, they don't say her name. They call her SS. They
Which
refer
is
to her
good
by her
because she shouldn't
initials.
have shit to do with all his fuckery.
Well, you would think so, but she also was the one when he pled guilty that asked the judge for leniency and wanted him to come home. Wanted the judge to let him come home.
You broad
So
standing by your man is amazing.
no, it's not.
Stand
It's
by
stupid.
your
It
man.
is stupid. Amazingly stupid.
Okay. Yeah, so it says she wrote a letter to the judge pleading for her husband to be released on bond. The judge, however, ignored that request, as well he should.
Who pleaded to have him released on bond?
His
His
wife.
wife.
Shirley?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Right.
I'm all for it staying
Yeah.
by the person
Listen,
you with, but at
I
some point you
am.
gotta just
Look,
chalk
for
that
you
shit
people
up.
out here dating,
Take the L.
after I probably have had maybe 4 or 5 conversations with a person, I'm already doing my detective work, like social media, whatever, whatever.
Okay.
Um,
I think she knew that he had a record. Like, I think she had to have known that he had this record in the past.
well, hold on.
It's public
So
information. It ain't hard
once
to
it looks
find.
like it's gonna get serious, you hit up been verified. I think it's like $9. Save yourself a whole lot of, cause yeah, that's crazy.
Well, no, but I'm saying I think that she knew about his past criminal history. I think she might have probably thought that, okay, now he's older. I mean, the dude is pushing 60 at this point, right? You still doing the
Jesus
same dumb
Christ.
shit you was doing
Man,
back.
shit, my daddy got locked up as. Never mind. Shut up.
I know, but I'm just saying. I think because Steve Harvey vouched for him, that she probably thought that he had put all his criminal past behind him. But
Mm,
yeah,
Oh God. So Steve Harvey.
in my
mm.
estimate,
Right before
yeah.
recording this, I was watching Harlem Nights with my daughters. Oh, and thanks to them for being on last week's episode. I almost replaced y'all two with them, but they were watching Richard Pryor. They were like, Steve Harvey stole his mustache. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I never thought about it to that moment.
yeah, yeah. From the mouths of babes,
The observation of it all.
right?
Also call the
But
police.
yeah, like
You
I
better
don't.
call me first, but whatever.
Yeah, I just don't understand why um she's so dedicated to this dude. Especially when she found out that this woman that she thought was his friend and business associate was really his woman all along. Like, why are you still like? I'd write a letter to the judge, be like, you need to let him
Mm,
ride.
Man, kink
exactly.
shaming, they might have been into that. Who knows?
Okay,
Keep shaming my ass.
right.
Some people are open like that.
Yeah, but I mean, she said she thought that he introduced her as his business associate, friend and business associate.
Mm-mm.
So, um, yeah, I don't know,
Pimping
but
ain't easy.
okay. Well, here's the question I wanted to ask: what does this do to her credibility as a relationship
Whatever,
expert?
it destroys it. Flat out.
But the shit
It
Steve
destroys
Harvey
it.
Okay,
has
I'm not
fucking
trying to.
flopped over the last however many years hasn't destroyed his.
and
I
that's
Songs
mean,
say everybody
and
play the
that's
fool
my point.
sometime.
I guess. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Um, sorry, but you are. Like, what the hell? Like, no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I'm an advocate
yeah.
of everybody
Well,
falls for the okie doke at some point. Just learn from your mistakes. I was once taught every X is a lesson.
okay, and here's my thing. Like, I can understand. I could halfway understand her falling for the okey doke if she was younger, but I feel
That too.
like they just got married in 2015. She was way old enough to know better than to fall for the okey doke
Well,
at
let's
that
take.
point.
I'm gonna take age out of that. Because what was her previous relationship experience like? I mean, if you talking about somebody who is 50, whatever, and
Right.
they've been single pretty much for 20 years. I mean, yeah, like they've been single and not really in relationship. I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna take.
That's no
I'm gonna.
ex
It is a
Yeah.
little
It
bit. It
kind of
is a
is
little
because,
bit.
like,
No, it's
at
not.
my age, I've shit only been. I could probably count all the real relationships I've been on one hand and have two fingers left. Like, I don't have enough experience to know a lot of shit I should by this age, but common fucking sense
Okay.
at a certain point, you're only gonna see so much bullshit before you're like, you know what? Let me keep it pushing.
And that's my point. Like
That should
like
come with age.
she
Yeah.
like like she was very vocal in public about staying out of relationships and being celibate for all those years, and then this is the dude you settle on after all that. Like but I don't know. Like I said,
Man, I
maybe
hope
she
that's
just.
not me. I hope that's not me. After being single for so
Oh,
long,
that
like
will not be you. That will not be you. You know why? Because I'll be there to point out where you're going wrong. I'll be like, oh hell no.
that's what
Take that
friends
fucking
are
ring. Take
for.
that fucking ring off your finger. No, no, no. This is not what we're doing.
Yeah, cause yeah, yeah, whatever. She probably just was tired of being alone and
That's a
yeah,
dangerous space to be in.
yeah,
Eh, okay.
There's a
Okay.
difference between
Which it,
alone and lonely. If you're fine being
yeah,
alone,
that's
that's
my
one thing.
point.
But once you get to the point of lonely, you're gonna make some dumbass decisions.
yeah. Just to
That's my
keep
point. Like,
yeah,
I think we need to, and I think we need to normalize in this country. We need to normalize being alone sometimes, because this bullshit
Definitely.
about
A lot of
only
time.
being
Most
validated,
of the time.
if you're part of a couple, that's just bullshit, and it really needs to stop.
Gets a
Really
lot of
needs to
y'all
stop.
into bullshit.
I agree.
yeah. It's a whole bunch of y'all I wouldn't trade fucking places with. Like, all right, I ain't even doing that damn bad around these parts. I
But
gotta go through some
Kiki,
foolishness.
if you need somebody to come through and, use you, I got you.
Uh
Uh
I wouldn't take it to
no.
the extent that the old boy did. Like, my criminal days have been over for shit, a decade and a half at least.
Well, good for
If you want to
you.
get a chick I'm with a house and we can just act like me and her are friends, I got you. Teamwork.
And the
Okay.
lady that you're with is gonna be all right with that.
No, but people gotta
Mm.
adapt to shit.
Mm.
If we go from this fucking
So,
townhouse to a mansion, some things happen.
Sorry.
so moving along. So, a federal indictment recently surfaced against influencers and power couple Ashley and Joshua Grayson.
Never
Now,
heard of them.
Never
neither
heard
have
of them.
I, but apparently, They're, both pretty big deals in this, I don't know, get rich, get rich doing bullshit online space. I don't know. Um, they're both big in that. They were famous for, I guess, Monica performed at their engagement party.
Wow. I've
Um,
seen Monica live. She's actually phenomenal.
Yeah, she got some pipes.
yes, absolutely.
And the whole way she sets up her stage show is nice.
So, an indictment against the two was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Tennessee. It alleges that the Graysons contacted and paid someone in Tennessee to murder another person. Neither the person
Was
who
it
was
Young Buck?
contacted nor the potential victim were named. However, investigators determined that the Graysons had been in touch with someone to plot the murder between August 26, 2022 and September 11th, 2022. And I mean, I'm looking at the indictment right now, and yeah. So they were both entrepreneurs and content creators. In 2021, Ashley Grayson, and I don't think that was her name at the time because she didn't meet him until after she made money. But Ashley Grayson amassed a tremendous amount of attention when some news spread that she earned $1 million from her online business. That business was called Digital Course Recipe, and she earned $1 million less than an hour after she launched the course. So before she launched that course, she had founded a credit repair business in 2017.
Scam.
And so a lot of people followed her because they were inspired by her rags to riches story, I guess. Which, goes to show you need to be real careful about who you put on a pedestal in this world. Like, for real. But anyway, a lot of their followers were familiar with their proposal, which went viral. R&B singer Monica performed at their lavish engagement party on a rented yacht. The couple frequently post pictures and videos of expensive trips and activities. They're those kind of people. You know what I mean? Look at me. Look how much money we have. So in 2022, last year, allegations began to circulate that her business success associated with her digital course was a scam. It was further purported that Grayson was actually awarded that $1 million after losing her finger at work. She used to work, from what I read, she used to work at like a post office or something, and she got injured at work, and, she got a payout from that. So that same year, she sued financial coach Derica Harwell for defamation, someone else who is pretty big in this space. And this Derica Harwell alleged that, she posted a comment under one of Grayson's Facebook posts that said that Grayson said was false, defamatory, and injurious. Injurious, yes. Like that it hurt her business. The suit stated that Harwell's post made people believe that Grayson stalked and harassed her, which permanently damaged Grayson's personal reputation online and around the world. Now, she lost that case, for the record. So anyway, the indictment doesn't say who the potential murder victim was, but it does identify that person by their initials DH, because that's what they do. And so people speculated. People have speculated that the DH is for that Derica Harwell, who she tried to sue and lost that case because Derica Harwell is out here telling people that she's a fraud.
Designated hitter.
So, Yeah, so that's one of the people. Now, since this article was published, it came out that there were two other people that they were trying to have bumped off. One of them was a girl who signed up for her course. Her course is like crazy expensive, by the way. Like, I can't remember how much it was, but I remember thinking, y'all silly for paying that much for somebody to tell y'all how to make money. You make money by not paying that much for bullshit courses. But anyway, um, but there was a girl who took the course and was not satisfied. So she went on social media and started dragging her. And apparently, they were trying to have her, unalived as well.
Mm.
And then the third person, surprisingly, this Ashley, before she was married to this Derek, not Derek, before she was married to this Joshua, she had her, there was a IT dude that ran her business that she was sleeping with. What are you drinking?
Strawberry lemonade. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, it sounds good. Anyway, but but anyway, so she was fucking this dude that was doing all of her IT, and up until the time where she met her current husband,
Mm.
and she told the person, apparently she thought he had some dirt on her that she thought that he might put out. Um, and so she wanted to have him offed as well. Now, he says that he doesn't know what she's talking about because he ain't thought about her in all these years. Like, so, but he said he was surprised when the government came to his door and said he in danger. Like, you in danger,
Mm.
girl. And put guards at his door and stuff because they were worried about his safety. So, yeah, I mean, people are wild. Like,
These motherfuckers think they the Clintons.
It sounds like an episode of Law and Order.
or something, right? I'm like, first of all, if your entire identity is wrapped up in your wealth and credibility, then how about be credible? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, nobody's gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're really concerned with your credibility harming your bag, then just be credible. Like, don't be out here scamming folks.
Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
confused, but basically, with the shit you were explaining, they had to be making a decent amount of money. Why are you doing so much broke people shit?
that's what I'm saying. Like you're making all this money, and like 99% of the people haven't said a word about you, but these two people who happen to have large platforms, that Derica Hartwell or whatever, her platform was just as large or larger. And so that's why she was upset with her. And then the other girl that took the course started getting a lot of followers. And that's why she was upset with her. So she had to be silenced as well. I mean, there has to be a way for you to work that shit out without killing people.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yeah,
and
pay
then
some
as far
tech
as the
dorks to fucking eliminate all of their ability to speak online. I don't know what it
well,
costs to get a person killed anymore, but
and then as far as the ex-boyfriend, or the not even boyfriend, because he says they were never dating, they were just, fucking, because she was married at the time. She was married to her first husband. Um,
y'all really trust y'all's wives and husbands.
but my point is, he hasn't ever come to you and said, I got this information that I'm going to release or whatever, or I'm going to make your life. Why would you assume that that's something he's going to do? even if you think he has something on you, which he swears he don't know what the hell she talking about. But even if I think she just was making an excuse because her feelings were hurt because he didn't want her like that, and I think she just wanted him off, for GP, because while we out here killing folks,
Right.
I guess he got to go too. You know what I mean? I think that was an excuse because by all, I mean, if nobody's come to you and said, I'm about to release this stuff on you, why would you assume that they're going to in all these years? No.
Paranoia.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
don't know. I think it was an excuse. I mean, I honestly think it was an excuse because he hurt her feelings. But, whatever.
Mm.
Should have just tweeted it.
Rich people
But yeah,
problem.
rich people problems. But, like, I ain't putting a hit out on anybody. But if you were going to put a hit out on anybody, who would it be? And what would be the circumstances? Go. like, what would be a good reason to put a hit out on somebody?
Do something to my kid or grandkid, like a
I was
family
just,
member.
I was just gonna say that. You do something untoward towards my child. Oh yeah, you may have to die for that, and I won't even apologize for it.
I do my dirt all by my lonely.
Duly
Less
noted.
witnesses, the less motherfuckers on the first 48.
I don't watch the first 48. I do watch all the other, crime
I
shows
don't
though.
either, but I know people get cowardly real quick when they think it's they ass that's about to catch a charge.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, I mean, you watch these court shows, you see family members turning on people.
Quick. Over little shit.
And listen,
You think if
and
you gonna
listen,
catch a murder charge, your mans ain't snitching on you? Huh?
listen,
So
listen.
message
I
for
tell
the
people
youth.
all the
Loyalty is
time.
a motherfucking lie. Anybody that expects you to be unquestionably loyal is fucking you. They're pimping you. Stop falling for it.
I
Mm-hmm.
agree. And I tell people all the time, listen, just don't tell me shit because I don't want to have to testify. Because if it comes down to it's either my freedom or yours, I'm
Mm-hmm.
letting you
Yeah.
know ahead of time. I
I'm
ain't taking
I'm
pointing
no
out
grown.
chances.
Them damn street
everybody.
rules is over.
I'm pointing out
Nope.
everybody.
Yeah. right.
With
If she
details.
was across the street watching, she saw. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Right.
I know his
right.
mama and
I'm in
them.
the
I know his
courtroom.
sister. This where he live. This where he hang out at.
Yeah. I'm in
Don't
the
do
courtroom
shit in front of me.
talk about I am one to gossip. So you heard this directly from me. Okay. that motherfucker did it. I saw him. Yeah. Just if you're
Hey,
gonna
how
do some
long is
shit,
this episode?
oh, I don't know. Because I don't know how much the lead time was, to tell you the truth.
Not much.
But we can wrap it up. We can wrap it up.
Alright, just so y'all know, we're gonna try a new thing where every person involved takes over for an episode. Quite obviously, I did last week. Storms got this week, and Stars got next week. So let us know what you think in the comments. Trying to keep it real for y'all out here. It is the Facebook. Oh, what is this shit? It's the Threesome
The
Podcast on
threesome.
Facebook and
um,
Instagram. Do y'all want to see
yeah,
Zuckerberg and Elon fight?
no,
No.
no. I have no desire to see no pasty white men.
Right.
I mean, technically,
Windmill
Elon
any.
is African American.
Is he
No,
really
Oh,
though?
okay. I
shout out to
mean,
Israel Adesanya. That was some funny shit.
he he's South African American at best. But anyway, I have no idea. I have no desire to see two rich pasty white dudes windmilling at each other. I don't want to see that at all. So,
Nah, you
you
man,
know,
Yeah.
Zuckerberg is actually trained in Taekwondo or some shit. Anyway,
Not
yeah,
worth
fuck him.
my entertainment dollar.
It's
yeah.
the Threesome Pod on Twitter. Are we going to
I'd pay to
Threads?
see
I
either
ain't
one of
doing it.
them. I'd pay to see either one of them fight like Mike Tyson or somebody. I'd pay that. I'd pay to
That's
see
not
that.
And
even a
one
fight.
Mike
That's not
Tyson
worth
would be
it. One
fighting
swing.
them. They'd be running.
Well, and that's my point, and that's why it would be funny. That would be entertainment. Like,
One swing.
Uh,
Whoosh. Over.
that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Waste of
that would be
money.
you got
entertainment,
knocked the
and
fuck
that
out,
that that would make
man.
me happy. Yeah, that would make me happy. So yeah, that I'd
Mm-mm.
watch. I'm sorry, I keep
So if you
interrupting you.
like
Go
this
ahead.
show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe, and if you don't, tell everybody you know. It is the threesome. You know it. You found us.
Uh,
Spread the
we ain't getting
word.
no gym at the end. No gym.
Um, I'm tipsy.
Not
I
today.
don't really.
Okay. Okay. Well,
You
that's
have
I
to
fine.
dropped
double
enough
up next
knowledge
week.
last week. Give me a motherfucking week off. God damn it.
All right. I mean, from what I know, you're knowledgeable every day of the week. So whatever.
I am, but alcohol has just ruined people's intelligence.
Mm. So you should just out here blaming it on the alcohol, right? Anyway.
Yes, I am.
And on that
Okay.
note, good night, folks.
I'm going to walk the dog.
Woof woof.
Dog.